Hi, first graders. It's Miss Crow again. We're going to learn a new diagraph today. First, I want to go over the diagraph that we learned yesterday. Can you remember what it was? Nice job. The diagraph we learned yesterday was SH. Remember, it only makes one sound, even though it's two letters. The rule is SH says shh. I want you to say the rule now. Ready? SH says shh. Nice job. Now, we're going to read the words that we read yesterday that have the sound sh in them. Are you ready? Okay. Remember, this says sh. Let's sound it out together. Sh up. Read it the fast way. Shop. Very nice. This word is shop. Here are diagraphs at the end of the word. Are you ready to sound it out? Let's go. W-ish. Wish. Very nice. This one has the blend at the beginning. Are you ready? Slush. Slush. Nice job. The two sight words that we worked on yesterday were are, which is spelled A-R-E-R, and went, W-E-N-T, went. Nice job. Today we're going to learn a new diagraph. This diagraph is PH, and it says just like the letter F. When I make the sound, Miss Crow's two front teeth are coming to her bottom lip, and there is no noise. So this is a voiceless sound, which means our voice box is off. We're just pressing air out of our mouth. Are you ready? Let's try it together. Good job. So our rule is PH says nice job, just like the letter F. We don't see PH all the time in our words. Usually we see an F, but we do see PH with words that come from Greek language. So we're going to look at a few words today that have PH in them, and now you know that they're Greek words. Yesterday we practiced finger writing, our rule. We're going to practice that again today. So if you have a pencil and a piece of paper, you can write the letters and say the rule. Or if you don't have a pencil and paper, you can just use your finger on the table and you can write out the letters on your table, okay? Miss Crow is going to show you the first one, and then we're going to do some more together. So I would put my pencil or my finger on the table, and I would write PH. Now I want you to say the rule when you write the letters. So, are you ready? Let's go. PH says, very nice. Let's do it two more times. Are you ready? PH says, just like the letter F. Nice job. Let's do it one more time. PH says, nice job. Now this is a diagraph because it has two letters that make one sound. We're going to read some words now that have PH in the word. Are you ready? Okay. This is our first word. The PH is at the beginning of the word, so it says, all right, let's sound it out together. Are you ready? Ill, Bill. Now it's a capital P because it's somebody's name, and we capitalize the first letter in people's names. Our next word has the PH at the end of the word, and we also have a blend at the beginning. Remember, blends make the sound that they normally make, so we can do this. Are you ready? Okay. Sound it out with Miss Crow. Ready? Go. G, r, a. Let's do it one more time. G, r, a. Let's read the word together. Graph. Nice job. The word is graph. This word has a rule you may have already learned from your teacher this year. This word has the PH at the beginning for, but then we also have an E on the end. This is a silent E. It makes the O say its name. So when the O says its name, it says O. So if we put this together, we're going to get the word phone. Are you ready to sound it out? All right, let's start. You ready? Own. Very nice. Now the E was silent. It just told the O to say its name. Let's sound it out one more time. Own. What's the word? Phone. Nice job. Now we're going to do one more word, but this time before I show you, I want you to count the sounds with Miss Crow. The word is photo. Can you say photo? Nice job. All right, fingers up in the air. We're going to count the sounds that we hear, and then I'm going to show you how Miss Crow would have put it in sound boxes. Are you ready? O, t, O. Very nice. It has two long O's in it, just like the word phone had a long O in it as well. Let's count the sounds in photo one more time. Are you ready? Fingers up. All right. O, t, O. How many sounds did you hear in photo? 4 sounds. Nice job. So if Miss Crow were going to put it into boxes, sound boxes, Miss Crow would have put the PH together because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. And remember, the PH only makes one sound. So it would have gone in one box. O, t, O, photo. Nice job. Now, can you think of what the word photo might mean? Yes, Miss Crow thinks of a picture, like a photograph. So if I were going to use photo in a sentence, I could say, the photo of the beach is beautiful. Can you think of a sentence with photo in it? All right, I want you to say your sentence out loud. Ready? Go. Nice job. Okay, so now that we know PH says, I'm going to show you 2 sight words that you're going to see in our story today. The first word is said. Let's spell it together. Are you ready? You can use your finger to finger spell on your table. Are you ready? S-A-I-D, said. Nice job. Let's say it together one more time. Are you ready? S-A-I-D, said. Now, Miss Crow's going to scramble up the letters on the bottom, and I'm going to see if you can remember the order that we just said. Are you ready? Okay. Said. What was the first letter in said? S. Nice job. And you hear the S at the beginning of said. It makes the sound it should make. What was our next letter? Eh, eh, eh. Ooh, that sounds like an E, but I bet you knew and said A. I'm going to show you what I call these words in just a second. So we have S-A-I, and what do you hear on the end of said? D. Very nice. I hear D on the end. Now remember, said. This sounds like a short E, but it's actually spelled A-I. So Miss Crow likes to call these heart words. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little heart right above the A and the I. This means that this is actually a rule breaker, the A and I together, and said. So I have to remember the A and I by heart because the S and the D sound like they should, but the A and I are sounding a little funny. So I call that a heart word so I can remember exactly how to spell it. So let's say it together one more time. Are you ready? S-A-I-D, said. Nice job. Now I'm going to show you one more sight word that you're going to see in our story today. This sight word is not a heart word because we can sound out every part of the word. This word is can. Nice job. Let's spell it together. You can use your finger on the table and spell out the word can. Ready? C-A-N, can. Good job. Let's do it one more time. C-A-N, can. Good job. And you can actually sound this one out. And can. So there's no heart word. Okay. Miss Crow's going to scramble it up. Let's see if we can remember the order. Who remembers what comes first in can? Nice job. It's the C. What comes next? And good job, A. And at the end of can, we hear n, we hear the N. Very nice. Let's do it 2 more times. Ready? C-A-N, can. C-A-N, can. So you're going to see the word can and the word said in our story today, okay? So we are going to do the same thing that we did yesterday. If you see or hear a word with PH says in the word, I want you to put a thumbs up, okay? Miss Crow is going to share my screen to show you our story today. Okay, our story today is called Phil Can Read. And we already talked about how the PH says in the word Phil. Now, I think this must be Phil in the chair because it says Phil can read and he's reading a story. This story is written by Laura Appleton Smith and it's illustrated by Meg McLean. Remember, thumbs up if you hear and see the PH. Phil can read. Phil said, I can read because I know my alphabet. I know my letters from A to Z. Phil said, I can read because I know my phonics. I know that the letter B is for ball and bat and bee and zipper and zigzag, z, z, z. Phil said, I could read to you. Come over and sit. I could read you paragraphs on elephants and rockets, dolphins and squids. I could read to you just like this. Phil said, I can read big words like fantastic and splendid. I know they are each words for good. I know that itty bitty is little and that to inspect is to look. Bill said, I can read. You can read too. Isn't it fantastic? Isn't it splendid? But stop. Oh no, now we can't read because all of the words have ended. Nice job. Okay, boys and girls, Miss Crow's going to look for some words that have the PH in them. In our title, we see the word Phil, and we talked about that as the character in the chair. Some other words Miss Crow saw were phonics. Phonics starts with PH. Very nice. Some other words that we saw, I saw the word paragraphs right here, and it has the PH at the end of the word. I also see PH in the middle of the word in this word, which is elephants. Can you find the elephant in the picture? Very nice. He's sitting right here below the chair. I also saw PH in the middle of dolphins. And I saw a few more PH words in the rest of our story. I want you, when you read this story later on this week, I want you to see if you can find all of the words that have PH says in the story. Nice job. Okay. Now, Miss Crow is going to show you the worksheets that we have for today. This is day 1. If you don't want to do day 1, you don't have to. But Miss Crow is going to show you day 1. And then after I show you the worksheet, I'll show you how you can fill out the worksheet if you printed it off, or you can do it on a piece of paper and just write your answers. It's kind of hard to see the worksheet that Miss Crow did. I'm still going to show it to you, but then I'll show you how I did it on the whiteboard when I just wrote my answers down, and it'll be easier to see. So on day 1, it says read the words. Pick the correct word from the list to finish the sentences. So we have 3 words: know, read, and could. Ms. Crow's going to read the first sentence, and we're going to plug in each word, and we're going to figure out which one sounds the best. I want you to put a thumbs up if the sentence makes sense with the word we're using, and a thumbs down if the sentence doesn't make sense. We're going to pick the best word. So this sentence says, I can blank words. Let's plug in our first word, know. I can know words. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Right, Miss Crow would say thumbs down. That sentence sounds a little funny. Let's try the next word. I can read words. Thumbs up or thumbs down? Right, Miss Crow thinks that read will be our best option. So Miss Crow would write the word read on the line. Let's still try our last word just in case though. This one says, I could words. Right, thumbs down. That sentence doesn't make sense. So our best choice was read. So you would go ahead and write read on the line. You're going to do that for each sentence. You're going to pick the best word and write it on the line. You might have to try all of them for each sentence, though, to figure out which one makes the most sense. Our next section is like yesterday, spell the words. So it says spell the words in the sound boxes. The first word is fill, just like we practiced earlier. Remember, PH only makes one sound. It makes the sound that F makes, but our PH would go in our first box together. So we would have PH in the first box, and I in the second box, and the L in the last box. Now our next 2 words are that and this. These 2 words have digraphs in them. Can you find them? Nice job. We haven't talked about this week, but TH is another digraph. And in these 2 words, it's voiced. So it says, so my tongue comes past my front 2 teeth, and I press out air. My voice box is on because you can hear Miss Crow say the sound very nice, like at that. So our TH would go in the first box together because it's another digraph. It makes one sound. Now our last activity for day 1 is one of Miss Crow's favorite rules, and it's called rabbit word strategy. We learn the rabbit rule because it helps us split apart bigger words to read the small parts of each word and then put it back together. It makes really big words that might look scary easier to read. So what they are asking you to do is map and divide the words on the rabbit word strategy map. Use the rabbit word strategy checklist to help you. So the words they want you to practice with are splendid and insect. Miss Crow is going to show you on her whiteboard these steps with splendid. We can go over the steps quickly though before I show you on the whiteboard. So the first thing you're going to do is map the word in the grid. So you're going to write the letters in the grid. Each letter gets 1 box because there's no digraphs. Then it's asking you to find the vowels and put red dots above your vowels. Remember, your vowels are A, E, I, O, U. So we put red dots above the A and the I in rabbit. The second step is connect the dots with a line. So Miss Crow would draw a line from the first dot to the second dot. The third step says label the vowels V. V for vowels. So you would just write a V above your 2 dots. If you don't have a red crown at home, it's okay. You can just use your pencil. Our fourth step says label the consonants between the vowels C. C for consonants. So Miss Crow would write a C above our 2 consonants that are between our vowels. So our rabbit rule is that we split the word between the 2 consonants that touch. So the B and the B are touching in the word rabbit, so they each get a C. And then in step 5, we would split them right between the 2 consonants. So it says, see the VCCV pattern, make a line between the consonants. So you would draw a line right between our 2 consonants. The sixth step says make a loop under each syllable. In this step, you're going to draw a line from the first letter all the way to where you split the word. Our first syllable is closed because there's a consonant after our vowel, and the word or the syllable is rab, rab, rab. Our second syllable is bit, bit. So in step 7, you can see where we split the word apart. Our first syllable was rab, and our second syllable was bit. In our 8th step, it wants you to say the word like you normally would when you're reading, and the word is rabbit. Nice job. Okay, Miss Crow is going to show you how to do this on the worksheet and on a whiteboard. So on the worksheet, Miss Crow plugged in the first two sentences. So I wrote read in the first line because I can read words makes the most sense. On the second one, I plugged in the word could because I read it could be an elephant, and that word made the most sense to Miss Crow. In our graph, I wrote in fill. So the PH went in the first box together, the I went in the second box, and the L went in the last box. Now on the back, Miss Crow used these steps to break apart the word splendid. I'm going to show you how I did that on my whiteboard so it's a little bit bigger for you. If you don't have the worksheet printed off, that's okay. You can just use a normal piece of paper. So for the first step on day 1, it was plug the words. Miss Crow just wrote the word that she plugged in, which was read. The second one I plugged in could. You just need to write the word. You don't have to rewrite the whole sentence. For the spelling part, I drew my own boxes and I put in the letters to the word that was on the page. So the first one was fill. So I put my digraph PH, which is in the box, and then I put the I and the L in the next two boxes. Now here is our rabbit rule. So if you follow these steps, the first thing it asks you to do is to write out the word splendid in your boxes. Now every letter gets its own box because we don't have any digraphs in this word. The next step it asks you to do was to put dots above our vowels. So let's look for our vowels in the word splendid. Thumbs up when you hear Miss Crow say a vowel. Are you ready? S, P, L, E. Nice job. E is a vowel. So Miss Crow would go ahead and put a red dot. You can just use your pencil. It doesn't have to be red. N, D, I. Nice job. I is also a vowel. So Miss Crow's going to put a red dot above I. D. Okay, so I've put red dots above my vowels. My next step is number 2. Connect the dots with a line. So Miss Crow's going to draw a line to connect the 2 red dots. Okay, step 3 says label the vowels with a V. So Miss Crow's going to write a little V above my red dots. Okay. My 4th step says label the consonants between the vowels with a C. C for consonants. Now I only need to look between my vowels. So these are consonants, S, P, L, and the D, but we're only looking between our lines right now. So the N is a consonant and the D is a consonant. So I have vowel, consonant, consonant, vowel. Okay. Now I'm on step number 5 and I'm ready to split my word apart to help me read the word faster. Remember, rabbit rule is when 2 consonants touch, you split between the consonants. So here are my two consonants. These letters are touching each other in my word. So I need to split between my two C's. That was step number 5. Thumbs up if you're with me. All right, I know these are a lot of steps and this may be new to you, but we can keep practicing it throughout the week and you will get it soon, trust me. Okay, number 6 says make a loop under each syllable. So now I've broken my word into 2 syllables. I'm gonna make a loop from the beginning of my word all the way to where I split it. Then I'm gonna make another loop from the bar where I split it all the way to the end of the word. So I have my first syllable and my second syllable. They're both closed syllables because there's a consonant after our vowels. Okay, on step 7, it says read each syllable. So Miss Crow's gonna take her finger and swoop it under and read that part of the word. Are you ready? Splin, splin. Nice job. So splin is the first syllable in my word. Let's read the second one together. Ready? D-id, did. Nice job. So let's read it the fast way. Splin, did. Nice. It has 2 closed syllables, and we knew where to split the word apart because our 2 consonants were touching right here between our 2 vowels. So the word is splendid. Can you say splendid? Splendid. Nice job. So this is the rabbit rule. I want you to practice with splendid and I want you to practice with inspect right after this video, okay? All right. So we've learned so much today. Our biggest thing that we learned was that there's another diagraph and it's PH says, let's say it together one more time. PH says, very nice. I want you to practice reading our book, Phil Can Read, after this video. And then I want you to fill out the worksheets. You can do day number 1, or you can pick any day that you would like. All right, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.